Hi all, welcome to today's live streaming from Equivalence. We are going to look into all the stocks which has submitted their reports to NSE and see whether there is any good news or any red flags in the reports which stocks have submitted to NSE. And based on that, we would be identifying those stocks and adding to our watch list, and we'll see how it's performing. Before we go, I'm just gonna go to the last couple of days watch list and how they are performing. So the stocks which we usually add to our watch list, it's only for observation and see how the news sentiments are affecting these stocks and how the movement of the stocks are there. Mainly news are like momentary moments they give for a day or two's moment, so which is good for intraday or a swing. When I say swing, it would be one day to a week. The same watch list we will be keeping in on a rolling basis. So you would see here we have already 30th June and 1st June reports. 30th June's watch list was created on 29th and evening of 29th, and 1st July's was on 30th evening. And today we will be doing a new list for 02 02 July 2026. Yep. So quickly we'll go through and see how the last 3 days we have identified a couple of stocks and how they have moved. This was the shortlisted stocks for the 30th June. That means 29th evening, based on the reports they have submitted, we added to our watch list. We see that some of the stocks have been really moved up, like MCX India Glycols Limited, 4%, 4%, and Rustomji 3%. It's pretty good actually. If you see all the stocks and aggregate this percentage changes, and assuming that we equally put the same amount in all the stocks, we're still in a profit bracket. And if I go to July 1st, which is yesterday evenings, we had actually shortlisted three of them: IKS, Cupid, and Aarti Pharma. All three are in a positive, and we did have one more list, which is this purple list. This is basically on the technical analysis we shortlisted them, but except for Cupid, rest of the things were in very bad shape. Tangamail actually went 9% yesterday, and today it is minus 7%. It looks like it's came back to the fair value again. So I'm gonna clean all the purple lists. Basically I keep this purple list only for the technical analysis, the stocks which we identified in the technical analysis. But again, these stocks were for the swing. Maybe today it went down, and overall all Cupid and Aether are rallying in an uptrend for a while now. So that's the reason we had kept. So let's remove it. Let's go to 2nd July. So the tool which we'll be using is Equivalence. So ideally Equivalence is a app where it aggregates all the news for that particular day, like 24 hours, and it identifies each news is speaking about what stock, and it gives you a complete summary of what this stock is getting affected by this news. For example, M3M Group to invest rupees 10,000 crore on construction and land acquisition in FY27, which is a strong positive for M3 India. And M3 Group significantly invest in construction and land acquisition indicates strong growth in prospect in real estate sector, positively impacting on M3M India's project and future revenue. So when this has a positive news, it also identifies what is the ripple effect of this news, like Jindal Steels, Lanson Turbo, and brand collaborations. So you have all the summaries how these are directly or indirectly related. So you have an idea of all the stocks and sentiments about the cascading effect or ripple effect of other stocks based on this news. You'll get the information for mostly all the stocks which are in the news for last 24 hours, and you can also check and see analytics, which actually sorts all the stocks which are heavily in the news today and which have a positive indicator. You can sort them as well. And if you are curious about why this is having so much of direct impact and indirect impact, you can click on this sentiments. So you would see what are the news which are actually giving it as impact. Kotak to buy Dosh India retail wealth business, which is a direct impact. So Kotak's news is in the Kotak is in the news for a while now, so which is for the positive reason. So you can go through and plan your next day accordingly. So that's on quickly on equivalence. I would say just go to equivalence and play around, so that would give you a complete idea on this. Now going back to the live stream, so we would be majorly looking into reports, all the NSE stocks which has submitted a report to NSE. We will go through that and we identify whether there is any wins or acquisitions or any news which bothers us, and based on that we add those stocks to our watch list and see how it performs for the next day. It's not a buy or sell call, it's just filtering of the stocks which are there. If you want to invest, make your own research and then uh, take the actions accordingly. Yes, today is 1st July. We click on this 1st July and then we have this released and planned. All the stocks which are planned are listed as well as the released. You can filter easily by clicking on released. There are like 72 released items, and when there are so many, you don't have to go and look for everything. If you are interested in only certain sectors, you can sort them here. I would go for all sectors today, and there are sentiments also. If you are looking for only long, then you can go for positive newses, or negative if you are planning for a short, these might have negative newses. And there are neutral news as well, but I would clearly suggest you to go through all of this if you're trying to invest in any of these stocks based on the news. Majorly neutrals are general update which they have given to the NSE site, maybe um, trading window closure or investor meeting dates, those things, or maybe resignation or new appointment, promotions, all those comes under neutral. So what I'm interested is in positives, and then I would go with the AI sentiment positive first. That would list me all the positive ones, and then I have AI impact high to low. This is what I was looking for. So once you do it, you see this blue these boxes, 4 boxes. It tells about how positive this news is for this particular stock, how impactful this news would be for the stock for tomorrow. Not exactly tomorrow, overall. So we can quickly go. I'm just checking. There are 26 of them. I can quickly go through and identify actually the news is positive or not. Then we can take a call. So let me start. Acme Solar, project delay, announcement summary. I'm not sure why it's a positive statement. Mm, okay, maybe this particular document is not passed correctly by the AI. Let's go to the actual documents itself. Regulation 30 of the Security of Exchange Board of India, obligation and disclosure update to Commission of Battery Energy Source System BESS project. In continuation of our intimation dated 13, we wish to inform that Acme Solar Holding Limited, through its wholly owned subsidiary Acme Suryodaya Private Limited, has commissioned 240.720 megawatt of horsepower capacity for the battery energy storage system project located at village Sanwara and Mehernagar, Tehsil, Pokhran district, Jaisalmer on June 30. The commission operation date of the same shall be, alright, has achieved the commission capacity of, alright, you are requested to take the same in record. So this is actually a positive news. It has already flagged it as positive. I need to check why it has tagged it as project delay. Might be a minor bug. Anyways, I'm gonna download this and cross check with my AI tool separately to verify that the summary is correct or if we are missing anything. Meanwhile, the tool is working. We can go to the next report. All right, next is Aster DM Healthcare. So I'm gonna add this. It looks like a pretty positive news for me. 2nd July, add this stock, and we will go through the technicals as well, so that we are clear that technical is supporting the news. Okay, next is announcement summary is still not there for some reason. Quickly refresh if we are missing something. Yeah, refresh was the problem. I think we have the details for this also. Commission battery energy storage system best project. West with the capacity 240. Acme Solar Holdings successfully commissioned a battery energy storage system project. Okay. Successful commissions of best project, increased capacity contributed to renewable energy goal, which is good news. This you can ignore for now. Project underscore delay. Maybe it's wrongly tagged, but otherwise, if you see the positives, it looks good to me. It's a really a positive news. So I have added it in our watch list. Let's see how it performs tomorrow. So basically, what it's talking about is commercial commissioning means asset is ready to generate revenue, which is good. Battery storage is high growth segment that complements renewable power generation. While the capacity addition is positive, it is an execution milestone rather than a new order or contract. So near term stock impact may be moderately positive rather than transformational. So you might not see a huge impact, but it is a good positive news. All right, next is Amsterdam acquisition. Aster DM amalgamation of Quality Care Limited has Aster DM Healthcare Limited. Okay, take a effective date for the scheme of amalgamation also merger is what is planned. So okay, the scheme of merger has been made effective, leading to the change of name and capital structure. All right, why this matter? The merging could strengthen the market position of Aster DM Healthcare, strengthened market presence, broader shareholder base due to new promoters. All right, positive sentiment as the amalgamation due to a better operational efficiency. I'm gonna just add this as well, and I'm gonna check how the technicals are there and what is the stock, at what price the stock is getting. Okay, it's in 76. Let's see other technical indicator also, whether it's supporting the news or not. BPCL quarterly acquisition. BPRL Ventures BV acquires entire stake of Videocon Energy Brazil in. Okay, I just want to check the news. Okay, this is BPCL itself. Intimation under Regulation 30. This is all right. I can go through the summary here itself. I just wanted to check the announcement is correct or not. It says BPCL. It says BPRL here. Executed agreement to acquire Videocon's entire stake in IBV Brazil. Okay, BPRL Ventures BV, a wholly owned subsidiary of BPCL. Okay, BPRL is a subsidiary of BPCL, and BPRL is trying to take over Videocon Energy Brazil in IBV Brazil Petroleum Limited. Limitada. I think there is a spelling mistake in the. Oh, mostly it's in Brazilian. BPCL subsidiary BPRL is buying Videocon stake to gain full control of IBV Brazil, enhancing its oil and gas interests. Okay, which is a good news. I'm gonna add this to the watch list and see how the technicals are going on. pretty much a lot of stocks are coming into light now. Okay. Britannia, let's see. Board meeting, notice of postal ballot. Okay, so this is a positive news. It has wrongly tagged. It's supposed to be neutral. So this is AI hallucination happening. We are working towards it to fix the fix the hallucinations. But for now, it's a no impact one. It's just a board meeting announcements. Did I miss anything? I'll just cross check. The company is asking shareholder to approve Mr. Venkatraman's new term as executive director or CFO. New CFO. All right. GC Ventures Limited. Positive. Stake dilution. Update on sale of partial stake in subsidiary. Okay. I'm not sure how it's a positive news. GC sold part of its stake in its subsidiary. Now it's an associate. For me, if I read this, it does look like a negative one. This transition from subsidiary to associate indicates strategic changes in GC's business structure, which could impact its financial operation. The company has successfully executed its strategic divestment. This company may lead to improved focus on core. Okay, investors may view this as a positive strategic move towards focusing on core business areas with optimized resources. All right. I'm just gonna check. I'm gonna add it to the watch list, and then we'll check the analytics as well for this. Godrej Properties acquisition. Godrej Properties emerges as the highest bidder for the residential parcel in Noida, which is a win. So there are couple more information. Godrej Properties has successfully acquired 4.95 acre land parcel in Noida for INR 331.75 crore, expected to generate 2000 crore in revenue, which is it's indeed the good news. It's just acquired some properties, and it's trying to build and increase their profit by 2000 crore, which is a good news. I'm gonna add this first. Okay. ICICI potential life insurance board meeting. All right, we can ignore this. It's a general update. Intellect Design Arena. Intellect Imacha.a dominates IBSE global sales league table in 2026. Okay, I'm just gonna add this. This is for the second time I'm seeing this news in last couple of weeks. This particular company is in submitting the reports quite often, and just want to see what is it going through and how the market is taking these news, because this is the like second time I have seen this news, and I want to see whether it did had any spikes in the past due to the news like this. Okay, Kajaria Ceramics. All right. Letter of intent. Kajaria Cement Limited announced the buyback of share. The company has submitted the letter of offers to buy back equity shares up to 21 lakh 50,000 shares at rupees 1,1380 per share, totaling a maximum of rupees 296.70 crores. All right. Filing and facts. Increase shareholder value through cash returns. Reduces outstanding equity potential. Increases earning per share. Okay, right. Earning per share is calculated by net profit by outstanding shares. So outstanding shares are reduced, EPS increases. Maybe they are trying to do the same thing. Okay. Proportional buyback settlement benefits small shareholders. Okay, market value. Market is expected to view the buyback positively, enhancing stocks appeal. All right, I'm gonna add this as well to tomorrow's watch list. List is growing quite big now. Morpin Laboratories again in the news. Morpin starts commercial supplies under 825 crore CDMO mandate. Okay, production launch. It might be a good news. The company has completed its first commercial dispatch and expected to scale the program further in coming quarter, aiming for additional supplies of approximately 225 crores. Morpen has started supplying the products under the large contract and expects to increase its production significantly. All right, what are the positive? Okay, why does it actually matter? This marks significant step for Morpen Laboratories in establishing a foothold in the CDMO market, showcasing their ability to execute the large contracts. All right, what is the positive out of this? Successful first dispatch demonstrates operational capability. Projected scaling of program supports growth strategy. All right, this looks generic. Changes in customer demand could affect revenue projections. That is there. Regulatory challenges may arise during scaling. All right, for scaling, regulatory challenges are there, but for the first batch which they have produced, it is a good news though. Positive outlook on Morpen's ability to execute large contracts successfully. I'm just gonna check what price this particular stock is getting traded. All right, now let's go back here. REL Limited, Ravindra Energy Limited. Acquisition. Ravindra Energy Limited invests rupees 150 crores in Energy in Motion Limited. Acquisition is always a positive news, but the company has put around 140 crores in the partner company to help improve electric transportation. Okay. This strategic investment positions Ravindra Energy better in the clean mobility sector, strengthen associated in EIM, increased stake in growing sector, contribution to clean mobility intensity. Yeah, I think this is a good positive. Investors may view this as a positive. Yep, it's just an acquisition for 150 crores, which is a good amount. Yeah, added. Let's see, today it was down by 0.6. Okay, few more are there. Tata Tech. Okay, Tata Tech. So all the tech companies are on a very down trend. Even though we had a good news from Persistent acquiring Nagaro and building combined building a AI specific vertical. So that also did not go well in the market. The stock was down on the very next day mainly because of the sectorial trend. Okay, this is a joint venture with Tenneco LLC and Tata Technologies strengthen global partnership for mobility transformation. Alright, Tenneco is involved. Takeaway, Tata Technologies and Tenneco LLC announces 100 million strategic engagement to enhance partnership. Alright, Tata Technology and Tenneco LLC. Alright, let's go to filing and facts and to see what exactly it is. This partnership highlights Tata Technologies' increasing relevance in global automotive sector and Tenneco's strategic focus on India for growth. There are two stocks here. One is Tata and Tata Tech, and another is Tenneco. I'm gonna add both of them. Significant investment of 100 million over 5 years. It's a long-term one. Strengthen collaboration of mobility transformation. Leverages India's talent based for innovation. The market may view as a strong commitment for both companies, potentially leading to increased investor confidence. Let's see how it moves. Tata Tech and Tenneco India. India. Great. Tenneco was close to +2. This was -2. Okay. We're gonna check how and was that the news was announced post market or now. Let's go to VA Tech Wabag Limited. This is for the second time I'm seeing this. Again, a order win. Wabag wins large order towards the expansion of Donauesel Waterworks and Vienna in Austria. Let's just check how big is the deal. Significant to sustainable water management in Vienna. Strengthens Wabag's position as a European market. Contribute to substantial water management efforts. So this stock Last time also we saw very good news from that, and the very next day, a couple of days, it actually gave good returns. So if you see this stock, um, it's already in a uptrend. So I think we found the good news somewhere at this time or here, and since then it's been going good. And every I would say couple of weeks, it comes up with some order wins, and if you see, it's going in an upward trend as well, something which would keep an eye on, and a good stock to trade. So Ichimoku is green. I see MACD dipping a bit. Maybe it might bounce back. And I see RSI is already on 70 points, and it's trying to move up again. I'm just going to check when this news was broken. So I see it's 10 hours ago. Basically, still end of the market. And VATech Webback wins large order for, yeah. So this is a good news. I'm going to check 5 minutes candle, how the market moved after the news. Still, I see a movement here which went upwards. Till then it was on a downward trend. Maybe the news would carry this to further top up tomorrow. So this is something which we can look for tomorrow as well. It's a good stock to buy. Constantly order wins. This is the second news I am seeing for Webback for the order wins. Next is Wealth First Portfolio acquisition. Wealth First Portfolio Managers Limited announces strategic acquisition of Wealth First Advisor Private Limited. I think it's a 51% stake on Wealth First Advisor. Wealth First Portfolios acquires Wealth First Advisor. I think it's a subsidiary of the same. Don't see any. Alright, I'm gonna add this, but it looks like it's a general news that it acquired more of its own subsidiary. The names are matching, that's the only reason. 2.33% up today. Yeah, Wealth First Portfolio. Wealth First announces acquisition of the controlling interest in Wealth First Advisor Private Limited. Okay. Eternal Zomato. Let's see what it has. ESOP allotment. You can ignore this. SAL Steel Limited. Appointment of Chief Financial Officer. You can ignore that. Atul Auto. Sales update for June. Atul Auto reports sales increase in three-wheeler vehicle for June 2023, 26. Sorry, how much? 19.20% increase in total sales compared to June 20. Okay, year on compared to the last year. Year to date sales figures are high. All right, so we need to check why this was up. Is there any specific reason which when people started buying three wheelers all of a sudden with the 19.20% growth? I'm gonna check the stocks and how it is moving. It's a positive news for this particular stock, but for the broader market, I don't see. It's in 491. It did had a spike. Yeah, in between it went high and then again it went to the average. Right. There was a immediate spike which jumped from 491 to 509. If I switch on the volume, let's see. Yeah, huge buying. Yep, that's all. Then let's see news. 9 hours ago, Atul Autos. Okay. Domestic sale is 19.20% up. Right. Let's go to other news. HR Motor. Okay. Motorcycle sales. 27% increase in total motorcycle sales. Okay. This report is good. Dependence on the domestic market performance for higher growth is the negative. We're gonna add this and see how it performs tomorrow. I'm gonna check analytics as well for the same. Technical analysis also we'll see. IIFL Submission of business responsibility and sustainable report. Then JK Lakshmi Cement, what is it? Announces record date for dividend payment. All right, when is the dividend payment? Has fixed 17th July 2020 as the record date for determined entitlement for dividend of 6.50 per equity share for the financial year ended in. Okay, all right, dividend payment date, that's all. M&M Mahindra Auto Farm equipment sales increased. All right, every automobile industry has given how much sales has been done from Atul Auto. Okay, so then I can get rid of Atul Auto. It's just a generic update. So also the positive points are 2 because it might look like regular updates, which is a positive. That's all. I'm gonna check any order wins are there or not. Tallinn Styles Limited announces acquisition of planted machinery through subsidiary. Okay. Appointment of Miss Apexa Rajpati as general manager. Intimation of 19th general meeting. Mahamaya Steel Industry report sales figure. Alright, it's again auto sector sales. I think sales over 17,000 MT indicate. Trick ton indicates robust production capability. Alright. Just positive news, but not high impact ones. The high impact ones are already added in our watch list. Now let's go to the watch list and look into each of them. I'm gonna get rid of Atul Auto and Eicher Motors for now, mainly because many of the auto sectors have submitted their reports, and because of that, it has been flagged as positive, and the impact was low, not 4 and 5 like other ones. So going one by one, Wabag, I'm gonna go with days chart. So each candle is a single day. Starting with wealth, the candle looks doesn't have a proper pattern. I mean, if I extend, don't see where exactly this direction is going on. The Ichimoku is green though, but trend I see it's on sideways. I can check with the guppy, so which would give you a clear picture. You can see that the guppy, the green ones are of different EMAs, and red ones are also different EMAs. So if both the EMAs perform enough gaps in between, then we say that there is a trend and it's going up. If you see from here to here, we clearly see a gap and it's having a uptrend. But if you again cross check with the MACD is getting lighter and RSA is still below. And in the past, it has been made a gap but always converged and overlapped. So it's not something which would give us a good return in a short period of time for swing. So and in between also I'm seeing this huge red candles, huge green candles, which doesn't give a good indicator of a proper pattern to follow. So I'm not gonna add any flag to this. So usually green is, we will see how it performs tomorrow. Purple is something which is most of the probability is high on them. So for this I don't see any direction, so I'm not adding any flags for this. Coming to the Wabag day chart, clearly see a uptrend since long, and for the couple of weeks I have been following this, and I see that week by week it has some big wins and it has a uptrend, and I see that the RSA is already on the 70 points. So usually we do not trade, but in the past also when it hit and it went up and then again it's bouncing back, that's how it looks like. And biggest thing is the guppy gap, it is actually going smoothly. If you see, the trend is clearly a uptrend and backed by the news like something like this. VATech Wabag wins large order for donations water works expansion in Vienna, which actually supports this trend as well. So MACD is written getting down just like wealth, but mainly due to the news, the sentiments might change and it might have a good impact tomorrow. So I'm gonna add a purple tag to this. Now going back to tech 10 India. So 10 India and Tata Tech has been combinedly doing something. So that was there in the news. So that's why we added this. I see that the bands are do not have enough gaps, but MACD is in green and RSI is also pointing up. And you see this news is not yet broken here. But this is something I think I have a positive intent on this for tomorrow. Also, I'm not gonna add the purple patch. I would add flag it as a green just to see how it performs tomorrow. Next is Tata. It's going down. It's clearly a trend reversal to the downwards. Not something which will be supporting with the news or technical analysis. Let's go to REL Limited. There is a gap between the guppy, all the EMA bands, and the stock looks like consolidated or it's not moving anywhere. It was a doji, so ideally a trend reversal. We added this mainly because of the news, but technically, I do see a uptrend here, no doubt about it. Uh, but the candles it's making, that's is a little worrisome. I'm gonna just check the studies people have done already. So yeah, double bottom breakout in REL Limited and buy today BTST stock. So they are suggesting it will go 5% up tomorrow. Okay, let's see how it went. Yeah, it did touch this. Wow, good analysis. And then again it's back to normal. I think this I'm gonna follow this. Oh, I was already following. All right, okay, I'm gonna follow this person and see how his predictions come up. So this is not something I'm very confident about, mainly because of the doji which has created. So we will just watch tomorrow. I'm not even adding the green flag for this. Yeah, let's go to Morpen Labs. So these guys has a good uptrend, mainly because of the pharma sector going up. It's still in 62 63, a good buy for a long term also. It went 6% up. Think it's good for a swing as well as a long term call. I'm definitely gonna add it to purple patch. We'll see it tomorrow how it goes. Next is Kajaria. Gap is there with the guppies, but 70% RSI already touched and it's rebounding back. Maybe a higher low is expected in a couple of days, something like this. There are no news which is showing up. That is one more thing. Okay, I'm gonna keep a eye, but not something which I would trade tomorrow or take a call on this. Now we have intellect. Never. So this stock, if you see the guppy, it looks very confused here itself. Too much meshy. Let me just get rid of. Yeah, direction is in the downward trend. News designer announces strategic carve out of purple fabric into independent business. All right, okay, I'm not sure what that means. So for now, it's a no flags. Godrej has won a good deal today, which is a win. Looks like already people have bought it in after buying Chennai land parcel. Okay, so this was 2 days ago. Okay, this the news which we got was Pune land parcel. So this is again a new news. I would put it in a green. The trend is up. The stock price is on 1959. It high was 2407. It's a good. What do you say? What do you say? The Ichimoku is green right now, and MACD is also green. And news which has been reported is also good. It's already on the just entering the 0.7 70% on top on RSI, which is a good signal. think I need to change it to purple, which is a good buy for at least for a swing or long. Let's go to GC. It's there in uptrend, but no significant uh, uh, clues to buy. There was a huge buying in volume happened here. If I go to Guppy, okay, there is a gap and it is going in uptrend, which is good. But how long it will sustain, never know. 377 was a high. There's no study as well. And for day trade, the volume, if you see, it's only 1.84. Liquidity is too less on this. So that is off, and anything which has liquidity less, that doesn't come in our list. BPCL subsidiary acquired something in Brazil. The news is good, but the stock is don't know which direction it's going. No flags for this today. Aster DM, it's minus 1% today. I'm just gonna check. It's 438 K stocks traded. Okay, wealth here also the volume it traded was 2.23 volume only. What was the volume? 438K. Alright, sorry, wealth. What was the volume? 2.23K shares only traded. So this is not something I would definitely add in my list. 739 is fine. BPCL, it's in millions, but other indicators are not significant enough to take a call. Aster DM, I would watch. The MACD is in red zone. Ichimoku is green, and I do see couple of what do you say, convergence of this green band in Guppy is happening. So there is a conversion here as well. So that's why little doubtful. So not gonna add any flare to that. Now let's go to Atmos Solar. I think I've identified that this particular stock somewhere here. I should have bought it and kept it. All right, let's see how it's going. MACD is good. RSI is already on the 70%. Not sure whether it will continue the same. 390 is the stock price. And I want to check the studies, recent studies people have done. Okay, cup handle, and it should go up and up 446. Okay, too much optimistic, and it did went. That is good. Gaurav Saxena, I'm gonna follow you. All right, so next target the person is saying is 446. Okay, cup and handle is what he identified. Looks like a cup and handle. All right, I'm gonna add this as a purple flare, mainly because the news was good. That's why. There is no other reason. I'm gonna check 5 minutes candle how it moved. Yeah, so this is where the day started. Red candle, then jumps, too many jumps, then it fell down. I think if you are following this VWAP, you might have hit already your stop loss. Then again two candles. I think I will put the VWAP and see how the day would have gone. So the person came here, he saw two candles, then he bought, then he might have closed here, which is a good one. Even if he has closed here, then it was a good trade. Then it fell with the gap down huge. Then he might have hit his SL. Then it continued for a while, and someone might have shorted here with VWAP. Then again it hit the SL. Then again he might have entered. Then it went up. All right. So something to learn today. Yep. Purely based on the news, I'm adding it as a purple patch. It's in the borderline of green or purple, so I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, keeping it as purple. So yep, so these two are on green. I'm gonna sort them like this. So purple are something which I would be interested more on, and then green is my secondary bet, and these are just for observation how these stocks are performing. So let's see how the day will pan out tomorrow, how people will trade on this. With that, thanks for watching. And again, I'm saying this particular live stream is only because going through all the news and reports which the company has submitted to NSE. It's not a stock advice to buy or purchase. All the reasons which we added the stock for the watch list is based on the news. If you differ from the news, it's fine. It's my opinion. And before you trade look or take action on based on this, make sure that you do your own research first and then invest. That's it. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. Bye from Equivalence.